My name is Greg Hoopert from FLTG. Today we're going to do an overview of the features and functionality of your new Cisco 7965 phone. This phone is very similar to the 7942s and 45s and 62s. The only differences that you would see are the number of line appearances. The 40 series have 2 buttons or 2 line appearances instead of 6 on the 7965, and then the 65 and 45 are also color phones. The first thing we're going to start with is an overview of the phone itself. So we're going to start the overview of the 7965 phone. We already talked about the line keys. These are those buttons there. The next item we want to bring attention to is this button on the side of the phone, which allows you to tilt the phone itself and avoid breaking the back panel. The next feature that we want to bring attention to are the soft keys, and these buttons all change here. Based on the state of the phone, you'll have different options, whether that's to pick up a call, put somebody on hold, do not disturb, and we'll go through those features as we do a little more work here on this phone. The next item we'll want to talk about is the messages button. That's where you would access voicemail. Next to the messages button is the directories button. That will allow you to search people on your network for phone numbers. Maybe you have your own address book. And we're going to go deeper into each of these features as we go through the phone itself. The settings button below that is made for changing network settings, changing ringtones, those type things. Services button, we won't go into that too much. That's if you had any special applications that were delivered directly to the phone, you would use the services button to access those. Below these services buttons, volume key. Depending on the state of the phone, if you change that, it'll raise or lower the volume of either the handset or of the ringtone, depending on what state you're in. Below that, you'll have a headset button for if you're using a headset. A lot of times people will use headsets though that have automatic hooks, so you don't have to worry about that. Mute, so if you're in conference calls or on speakerphone, you're able to mute the phone. And then speakerphone, so if you're able to go off hook, and this is a full function duplex speakerphone in these very high quality. You can use this for conference calls, those type of things. Hi, Greg from FLTG again. Now we're going to show you how to use the phone. We're going to start with how to make a call or to redial. So there's several ways with the Cisco IP phone to make a call. You can simply pick up and then dial, whether it's in your case 9 or 8 to dial to get an outside line, and then dial the full number. You could hit the speaker and bring that off hook and dial that way. You could hit redial, which would dial the last number that you called. Or you can simply dial your access code, 9, 8, whatever it may be, and then start to dial the number and then hit dial.
Your call cannot be complete.
Now we're going to explain how to answer a call. As with making a call, there are several different ways to answer a call. You can again pick up the handset. There will be an answer key that you'll be able to press. You'll be able to hit the speaker button. Now we're going to have a call come in so you can actually see how this works in process. So I'll select to use the answer button. Now you'll notice, as we had talked earlier, that the soft keys all change and give you different options, and we'll review those a little bit later. I could have just as easily picked up the handset or hit the speaker button and received that same call. We're going to talk about answering a second call from that same line appearance. So we'll get a second call now. Here comes in the second call. We'll answer that. So now it'll put the first line on hold, and now you're on with the second caller. You're able to still put people on hold, transfer just as you would on the other. You could actually conference these 2 people together if you wanted to, and we'll explain some of those features a little later. Now if you hit the line appearance, you're going to see where you were before. You go back here and you can actually, if you want to resume the original call, you just hit the resume key. That'll put the second caller on hold, and now the first you're on talking with the first caller. And when you want to end the calls, you can just hit the end call key or just hang up on them. It'll automatically keep that second call there, so you have to re-answer that and then end it. All right, now we're going to talk about how to put a call on hold once you've received it. Again, there's a couple ways to put things on hold. Well, actually only one way to put it on hold, a couple ways to get it off hold. So the first thing you'll do is you'll hit the hold soft key, and you'll notice now that the line appearance blinks, and then you'll see the little like pause button here on the call itself. So there's a couple ways to retrieve that off of hold. You can hit resume, and that'll get the call back. We'll put it back on hold. Or you can actually hit the line key itself, and that would bring it back, and you'd have the functionality again. Hi, Greg again from FLTG. Now we're going to explain how to transfer a call. There are two types of transfers: an announced transfer, where you will get the person on the other end and be able to tell them who's calling them. And then the second way to do a transfer is an unannounced transfer, where you just transfer it to the extension. So the first thing we're going to do is an announced transfer. So you'll see the transfer soft key. You'll push the transfer soft key, then dial the extension of the person you want to transfer to. And now we'll wait for them to answer the phone.
Hello, this is Tom.
Hi, Tom. I have Brendan on the phone for you. Would you like that call?
Yes, please.
He wants to call, so we'll hit transfer again. And now Brendan will be talking to Tom. Now we will do an unannounced transfer. So again, we'll hit the transfer button. Again, we'll dial the extension we want to transfer to, and then we just hit transfer again, and now they have that call. Hi, now we're going to explain how to set up a conference call. These phones have a capability of doing a two-party conference call. So now you notice that we're on the call here now. You'll hit the More soft key, and then the CONFRN conference. You'll dial the extension of the number or the number you want to conference in, and then I'll wait.
Tom.
Hi, Tom. I have Brendan, and we'd like to do a quick conference call.
Great.
You hit the conference key again, and now all three parties are in a joint conference together. Hi, this is Greg from FLTG. Now we're going to do a call park. We will hit the More button, and now you'll see a park command. You hit park, and what you'll see now is it'll say call park at 21. What you'll do now is you'll be able to overhead page or yell across to the person on the cubicle next to you, hey, I've got a call parked for you on line 21. So now from any IP phone in your network, you can go up and just dial 21 and have that call back on your line. Hi, Greg from FLTG. Now we're going to review the soft keys. So now we're in a state of no call. Your handset's on hook. So you will see you have a redial, so you could redial the last call. You have a new call where you could make a new call. Call forward all, which is where you could, if you have to leave your desk or if you're going to be away on vacation and you need to send your call or your phone to another number or extension, you can do that there. Or do not disturb. If you take the phone off hook, you can still redial. You could end call, which means you can put it back on hook. You can still call forward all, but it gives you a more option. So you could do a call pickup group, or you could actually dial a meet me conference bridge. All right, now we'll show how the soft keys change now that we have a call on the phone. So you'll see now that when you have a call, you can end a call, you can put the call on hold, you can transfer a call, then you can hit this More button, and that'll give you the options to park a call, to set up a conference call, pull up a conference list, another More button, and that's pretty much it. So those are your choices when you're on a call. And you'll notice that they change as the state changes of your phone. All right, now we're going to explain how to call forward your phone. You'll hit the Call Forward All button, and then if you're going to be sending this to an external cell phone or other phone, you'll have to dial your prefix 9 or 8 and then that full number. If you're going to be sending it to an extension, you would just put the extension number.
Your call cannot.
Hi, this is Greg from FLTG. Now we're going to show you how to immediately send a call to voicemail. Say you're busy at your desk and you just need to do that. There's a little iDivert soft key here. You hit that and now it's gone to voicemail. Hi, Greg from FLTG. Now I'm going to explain how to access your messages. As you see, when you have a message, the red light will show up on your phone, and then you'll also see a blinking message envelope here by your name and extension. To access voicemail, you simply hit the messages key, type in your passcode. If this is the first time you've entered the messages key, the default passcode will be entered. That's 12345. Once you enter the voicemail box, if it's the first time, you'll be asked to set up your name. So you'll record your name, record your greeting, and then change your password. If not, you'll follow the prompts to access your voicemail. You'll be able to delete it, change it from there. Now we're going to explain what the directories button does for you. If you hit the directories button, you'll notice here that you see missed calls, and you can use the little scroll bar here to scroll down, receive calls, place calls, personal directory, corporate directory. Corporate directory, if you're Active Directory or if you're integrated with your corporate directory, you'll be able to go in there and find a user anywhere in the company and dial them by name. So let's just show you how to get into one. So let's go into the missed calls. If you just hit the checkbox here, that'll open that up, and you'll be able to see here you got a call from this 3510 on 1/19/12 at 8:52 in the morning. And you could go back and then you could redial from there.